All right, we're back. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a second before I do my little intro. How are you guys doing?
I'm tired.
Tired. I'm
Tired as
tired.
grandpa.
I'm back. We're back.
Why don't
We're
we
back.
here? Because obviously this is professional in a stream. I do want to let me tag everyone. um, let me go into the little Discord and just. I don't know if I have the
I'm in my
access to do
car.
that. Let's see. Members lounge.
Why
No,
am I in my
general.
car?
The what?
Because Cameron's like, why am I in my car? It's because car is life.
Oh, there it is. Everyone. That's
No,
how you
I had
spell
to go
it.
into the office today, so we're doing this in my car. I am parked.
Everyone,
Don't
we're
worry.
live. Cool.
Wow, looks like stuff's going on all around. You look like you're on the highway, man.
No, I'm in a parking lot.
You should stop driving while you stream.
I have stopped
Dave's
driving.
here. Hi, Dave. How's it going? He said, Cam, I painted some
Dave.
trilaterum last night. It's happening. Oh, that's exciting.
Is that
The
Dave
trilaterum guy is super nice.
Tree?
Should we just
I
all
was
go
like, we have led
trilaterum?
Dave Tree.
Dave Tree. Cool. So welcome to the 5-0 morning show, sometimes known as the 05 morning show, the obnoxiously early, wicked, dicey show. We're your hosts, Korey, Miles, and Cam. If you're joining us for the first time, be sure to like and subscribe. We just hit 135 subscribers. Next stop, 136. Big time. Thank you for joining us. This week, we've got a few topics to cover, and mostly just we're going to spend the whole episode apologizing for missing 2 weeks in a row. But also, a lot of events have been going on. So many events, all the events. And so we just thought we'd catch up. This is the catch up episode. The just hang out and I don't think Korey's like actually is able to say sorry, but I will say sorry for us. But yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, sorry. So Korey's joining us
sorry?
from Waltham because he has I guess work today, like like a normal human. And then I kind of have like a half day ish, and Cameron, you're kind of hanging out at the house. And so yeah, we're gonna discuss some stuff. If you didn't already know, what's been going on? What are some of the big things? What are some of the big? I've got the list, but I want to see if you all know what the list is.
AI porn robots take over the world.
AI porn robots take over the world. Okay, so prompt. Wait, is it like /prompt? Give me a picture of.
You're left behind. There's no more of that. There's no
more of that.
You're that's like ChatGPT 2. Come on, we're on like 4.5.
It just writes itself now. It's just like from our brain
into the dinger, and then it just.
How good are like? I feel like the list built. We should like. I think we've tried it. I think I've seen like some dumb Twitter post somewhere.
You have to teach. So like the big part where people fall down is like it knows a lot, but you can also teach it within the prompt. So like you can like if you were to like prompt it to look at these like 10 lists that have one events, right? And then you also feed it all the several different battle tomes in the GHB, which would be maybe a little bit hard because it doesn't do spatial recognition, obviously. Like, then in theory, it could craft something, but a lot of people just go, write me a blah, blah, blah list. And they're just like, all right, we got a Bloodthirster, Bastion, Carthalos, and like, it just will like pick a bunch of good shit. But yeah.
So not there yet with 5-0ing with AI technology and porn. So good deal. So yeah,
today.
I had a really bad joke there. Anyway,
do you want the actual list now?
No. Yeah. Ooh, a lot in that comment. Anyway, so the events I want to like briefly just scatterbrain go over and kind of get everyone up to date is Summer Slaughter just happened, as well as Summer Sickness, lovingly. All of us got some form of something. Some way worse than others. And then what else? We have a pod league going on for anybody who's outside of the Boston area. I just wanted to like really quickly dabble into that and kind of explain what it's all about and who's losing. I'm losing. But basically kind of go over like some, the highlights, the key things. And then also we've got like 2 events coming up. We've got Midgard, we've got Alpha Omega. So yeah, just a lot. It's summer. Welcome
We
back
had
to
Lemoyne too. We forgot.
Lemoyne, that's like 17
It's a little
months off.
further out, yeah.
That's like
Not
that's
2
like
months,
18
but-
No,
months.
we had it. We haven't streamed since.
Yeah.
Oh, we haven't actually
Oh,
like
yeah,
talked
yeah.
about doubles. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Well, should we just sit here all day? We got so many
Right.
events. Okay, cool. So let's do that then. Let's back
Should we
up.
go? Yeah, Lemoyne.
Let's go to the
Slaughter,
way back
odds.
machine to where we get in our time machine and we go what feels like 3 years ago because it was such an awesome event and I'm still kind of hungover from it. And talk about the Lemoyne doubles event that happened,
Way
which was
back
awesome and is
before-
also, I feel like, cutting edge if we're talking about AI.
That was before the AI porn robot, so that was 3 weeks ago.
That was 3 weeks ago before.
Technology
what's her name?
triples every minute.
What is there a name for this AI porn robot?
I don't know. PRON3.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
0N.
Yeah, there we go.
Cool. So
Ron.
I'm gonna give like a top level, and then I want like a hot. Oh god, I want like a hot opinion from Korey. Not Korey, Cam, because Cam was there, and Korey,
I
you were
was
not.
not.
You were at home, lying awake, wishing you were there. So
Eating
Cam,
lobster rolls.
my like quick 1-2 on doubles Lemoyne, event up in Maine, doubles, random partners, which was not normal. First of all, A+, 10 out of 10, really
There's a
fun,
joke
really
there.
amazing. I think that the really key, like the cutting edge part of it was like we got to play so many weird games with so many yeah, like I got like a match with like my Gits and like a random Beasts of Chaos player that had like a very off meta list, and it was fun. And we went into like 2 extremely hard lists. We had 0 chance, but we had a lot of fun. And so anyway, that's my hot takeaway is random doubles is hilarious. It needs to be more prominently featured all over the world.
It's nice because you have to design half an army, but it's not like you get to coordinate in a normal teams or a doubles where you're like, oh, I'm gonna break this half of my army, and you're gonna break this half of your army. You have to kind of guess on what your random partners are gonna have to bring, and then like you can't just like spam all of one thing, and know that you're covered from like. I mean, I kind of slanted hard into like a shooting thing I brought to you to Bolt Boys, but I had one screen, so like I only had one screen, but like luckily all my partners were like big beefy like melee lists basically. So I was just like, you go out in front. I got really lucky in that regard, like, but I could see that like there's some matchups that like are bad because the pairings were just not what you wanted. So like it kind of encourages not going crazy and like into a weird slanted list.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there was like some people like using like 20 chosen and stuff.
And that was the slanted list. That was like the one slanted was like 20 chosen, and even like I had 2 blocks of fanatics, and I was like, even if I put all of it into the 20 chosen, which actually I didn't go against that list, but had I gone into that list, it's just I'm dead. There's just nothing I can do about that. They're gonna 5-up rally or whatever it is, and it's a problem. So there is a way to break it.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Vampire Lord and 80s skeletons. That pretty.
Yeah, you could probably. Yeah,
there's some factions that also work well as doubles. Like anything that is summoning is automatically just like really good in doubles.
Yeah, Bob had the chickens, so he like put another 450 points on the board with Zinch like turn 1 basically. So it's like I mean, which is kind of normal. I mean, you're still in summoning point territory no matter what game you're playing, but like at that level, it makes an extreme distance or difference. So yeah, but all around great event. We were out in the woods, under pavilion. It was a little bit chiller than last year. I think there was some partiers that there was less partiers and more like, oh, we're just gonna camp and just slack off and then finally fall asleep.
Well, that's because it was like rainy. Like,
and it was super
rainy. Up later had it not been raining.
That's true.
We also have like a subset of our like team that is, I call like partiers anonymous.
Partiers United, partiers anonymous.
Yeah, exactly.
Korey, I feel like you might be one of those.
I'm definitely one of those. Yeah.
Yeah.
See Saturday at Summers.
Oh yeah. So
I was incoherent.
Yeah. So that's kind of like the quick 1-2 on that. Highly recommend going into it next year. I'm sure they'll have it. The singles event is this September. It's pretty much one of the best events there ever was. It's super fun. So y'all get on the bandwagon and jump up there with us. Be delinquent in life, and skip your job, skip your life, all that stuff. Just come on up.
Do less, be worse.
Yep. So then let's jump over to good segue to Slaughter is next, right? I feel like Slaughter's next. So Summer Slaughter, that was my first time going. That was exciting. What'd you think, Korey?
I loved it. It was great. It's probably my favorite event to go to, more so just to see a bunch of people that I don't really get to hang out with when we're like TOing events, because we're TOing the event. Like specifically, the top two are the Trentinelli brothers, and then a close second and third would be it's a tough crowd people. Yeah,
I love that top two brothers.
Yeah,
and then
you got Joe.
Then three other people.
I'm gonna put them all into the top one. Those are my 4 favorite people to see and like hang out with. And then it's just good stuff.
My takeaway on that event was it had like soul, like the VFW hall was just like grungy, which led us all to have be a little bit under the weather. A few of us, not me, but a few of us that were there got COVID, so that was a thing.
Yeah, it's the annual Slaughter COVID outbreak.
Slaughter sickness.
Yeah.
But yeah, like the cold cuts and the giant bowls of pasta and like the smoky
medium rare meatballs.
Yeah, the medium rare meatballs and the residual smoke. Cam and I went to LVO and it was so fun. It was so tip top and everything. I mean, it was really smoky, but I don't know if I'll go back to LVO for another 2 years or so. I will go back to Slaughter, even with Slaughter sickness. It was really it felt like it had some love there. And so
our Airbnb was beautiful too. I was almost ashamed we were going to that lodge instead of just putting a blanket down and just watching the scenery.
It was insane. Yeah, it was on the side of a cliff, overlooking the valley, with a hot tub overlooking everything and bright skies and stars. That was really awesome. And an A-frame because new age stuff. I guess that's old age stuff, but super fun. Actually, while I say this out loud, y'all think Korey, you think of yours. You got 1 sentence per game. That's all you get, Korey. So mine was game 1, threw all my stuff into a 3-up ward, really smart, lost, got the nervous tick. So it was Gits, Fire Slayers. Game 2, played Sergio, won against Sergio. One of my most favorite opponents I've ever played ever. He was kind of falling apart. They had partied a little bit too much, I'll just say, the night before. But I beat Soulblight Gravelord Sergio, and then won the next game, Slaves of Darkness. Lost the next one to Carl, which was also a fantastic opponent. KO, obviously. And then 5th game was a close loss to another tough crowd. I'm spacing out the name. I think it's Ryan or something. But it was the all Vindicator list or Vindictors list. with Gardas.
Yeah,
and
Ryan
Andraste.
Lavoie, I think.
Yeah, that's all it was. Just men Vindictors until the sun goes down. And I didn't realize how hard that was to lift, and I got outpointed. But it was real fun. That's it. So Korey, your go.
Were you 2-3, 3-2? Where'd you end up?
2-3 with all really tight games and a shit
Nice.
list. So I'll take it. Yeah, I
Cool.
didn't like my
Cool.
list as soon as I put it on the table. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
So,
I'm in love with my list, but we'll go into that maybe later when we talk about the pods because it's the same list. So round one was probably the hardest match of the day of the weekend. Drew Noah round one in the Soul Blight Mirror on a 6 objective mission where I don't know a lot of bodies. So it was a game pretty close with a 4-point difference between me and him. So 12-8 in the differential there. Game 2 versus Bob. He threw his Incarnate into me. I threw Nagash into the Incarnate, and Nagash beat the shit out of the Incarnate. Then I was center board, so I just kind of had control over things. So won that game. Game 3 is against Jeremy Hawk and his Beast Claw Raiders. There was a delay. I'm going to use a little more than one sentence for this one. There was a delay in between rounds 2 and 3, so I was at the the VFW bar, or the Italian American Club bar, with my 2 and 3 and actually all 4 of my favorite people from Slaughter, and we were drinking heavily, and then round 3 started, and I continued to drink heavily, and so I'll say I was blackout during that game. I don't remember much of it. I remember losing the gash to like quadruple Stonehorns. I don't know why I put Nagash in that situation.
Super
but
smart.
It was 1 point. Yeah. The redeeming thing though was it was a 1 point loss, and if I lose by 1 point while being blackout, I'll take that.
Did you play Teresa?
No,
Jeremy Hawk.
Oh,
Big Chungus dude.
Shout out to Big Chungus, who were like
Big Chungus
represented,
bringing the energy.
Yeah, had the energy. Were all over the place. There's so many of them. It was awesome to see. I feel like even at Nova, I didn't even notice that many Big Chungus last year. So
yeah, this is a formal invitation to Team Big Chungus and the Knights of the Pond.
Mm-hmm.
We're calling you out. Send up a team for October 21st and 22nd in idyllic Charlton, Massachusetts.
Yep,
we're having a team tournament.
WickedDicey.com.
Let's do it.
But yeah, that's like, it was just awesome to meet everybody. I don't know if you met Frank. He was my game 1 opponent, and he was just like,
see the Fire Slayers.
Yeah, he like rocked like a stereo around the entire hall with just like loud as fuck music, and it was just
he was playing Cardi B, so like I dig it.
It was awesome. So
all right, game 4, turbo hungover. I dropped a battle tactic that resulted in me losing the game. And then also, like, we kind of talked through turn 5 really quickly, which, like, I also misunderstood his grand strat. So between that and just, like, I thought he had to have his general and a battle line in my deployment zone to get it. And I was like, oh, his general is dead. I'm going to walk away from these 2 pigs that are doing absolutely fucking nothing. So I probably should have won that by 4 points, but whatever.
Was that the one where they had Vader's deployment zone at the end?
Yeah. I thought it was both, but it's
or. Yep.
Or yeah.
It's a really good grand strat.
Yeah, I mean, he had nothing left. I practically tabled him on 3, and then spent 4 and 5 just getting points and moving so I could get battle tactics. So it's like I just was too hungover to not ask the appropriate questions, but that's okay. And then round 5 against a local. So 3 out of the 5 games were kind of against local people, but we drove 8 hours to go do it. But round 5 against Alice, she was running OBR Null Myriad. It was the mission favored me, and I also was able to dust Gatacros on bottom of 1. So I put 108 wounds on one objective, zoned off another objective, and then was just like, all right, you have 3 turns to chew through all this. And then she just kind of, we rolled Prio, and she's like, I can't do this. You win.
So it was a lot of fun. We had a little like we did a little fun. Jeremy has it on his phone.
Oh, bingo.
Yeah, we had like a little
we
bingo
should, yeah.
thing, and one of them was like for Korey, we had it for each individual and like hard things to do. And for Korey, it was dust a 500-point model. And you didn't get it till the last game, but you got it.
Yeah,
and I think that actually
the only two dusts I got were Maw Crusher, and that was just like I didn't need to dust the Maw Crusher. He had one wound left on him, and it was like,
oh my god,
Nagash was engaged with him in combat, and I was just like, dust.
Might as well.
Yeah,
that's awesome. So in some faraway soulless region in the galaxy, there's a Maw Crusher and a Catacross hanging out, drinking some plum wine.
Ooh.
Yeah, plum wine's great. Okay, so thread and theme there is Party Korey needs to bring back the partiness a little bit, and maybe we'll get the grand strat.
No, I need to party more so that I'm used to party level Korey, so I can make the party level Korey decisions.
Yeah. So 2-3-2-3. Shout out to Jeremy who kicked our ass and did amazing, and also cooked for us, and like went almost I think it was 3-1-1.
Yep.
But had a couple, I mean, those two, the 1-1s there were extremely close games, despite Korey C like just hating everything about Jeremy's list and saying that he's just, terrible. So he got through it, and he actually like was 3-0 into the first day, and it was awesome. Yay, concussors. Yeah, so that was and then Travis and Emma were there. Emma had like a rough go of it with some matches that just didn't kind of Emma's story of the weekend was like just dice actually did suck, and a couple little strategic mistakes here and there. Travis did fairly good. I think it was like,
I don't remember. Yeah,
I was thinking it was like 2-3, 3-2. I'm pretty sure it was 3-2. But Travis was using the Karazai, and like I think it was like a 6 or 9 block of like annihilators or something insane.
Yeah, he had some annihilators, and some chariots.
So it sounded fun. And definitely was a blast hanging out with everybody. And so if you haven't been to Slaughter, this was my first year. My next rating is a 10 out of 10 and A+. I mean, it's just really maybe a 9 out of 10 because of the damn summer Slaughter sickness, and also the fact that we didn't all just. I
think that was in the pack, though.
I think it was, yeah. And they super shouted us out too after the fact. Like there was a whole bunch of events happening all over the world, and they were just like, go to Everwinter. And so thank you all so much. That was just such an awesome thing. Super grateful for that. And the winner of it was one of the Walters, right?
Yeah, Caleb, I think, won best overall.
Wasn't it? Was it Caleb?
It was Sophie.
Yeah, Caleb best overall. There was somebody who got best general that I don't remember. I think they were like Knights of the Pond or something.
Like a Knights of the
Ted
Pond
Adams.
person, yeah.
Ted Adams, yeah. I think that was it. And then I think the BCP app messed up, which now we just all need to switch from BCP, right? Did I say that sacrilegiously out loud? But anyway, and then Martin, good job, Martin Orlando, on winning Best Painted. Stings on our side, but you did good. And a couple other awards here and there, but it was all fun. Tough Crowd took all the rest of the awards. Basically, is the summary of that.
Yeah.
Good job, Tough Crowd, as always. Y'all are smart peoples. Cool. We got through that one. That's fun.
5 minutes pods. Let's go.
Pods. Let's go. We're doing better than we usually do. So we have a pod league. If you're from Out of the Wicked Dicey crew, or you're watching this after the fact, highly recommend getting somebody like Korey to drink a lot and organize this for you, and figure out the way to do it, because we basically now have 4 pods: Pod A, Pod B, Pod C, Pod D. Looking to get to F. It's going to happen.
F pod.
F pod. But basically, it's a competitive matchup, competitive tournament that takes place over 6 weeks. And so you really got to get your shit together. Unless you're me and you make an all Annihilators Mike inspired list, and you lose your first game, which is totally fine. And then you realize you're going into a lot of armies that do well against this. Anyway, so
maybe you should have brought an Imperator.
I should have just brought an Imperator. Yeah. So
it turns out charging at 7 inches instead of 9 is preferable.
But I don't even. The thing is, I don't want to charge. I just
Okay.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah.
Smarts.
Yeah, the pods. You want me to go into like kind of how they're set up?
Yeah, in brief, but yeah.
Yeah. So like it's kind of taken after like European like soccer leagues where like you have your Premier League, which is like Pod A, and then if you do well, you stay in the pod. If you do poorly, you get relegated. And then same thing if you're in a lower pod and you do well, you go up a pod. So it's almost also like a ladder league. But instead of at the individual level, it's at the pod level. So there's no like week to week challenging. So when we first did it, this is our 4th season now. We first did it, people kind of self-assigned their like skill level. And then we initially seeded the pods there. And for the most part, the pods have stayed the same, which is good. People kind of picked correctly, but there's always like, 4 people that move up and down, right?
Yeah.
Party level.
Yeah, I'm not looking. This pod 1 is rough. This is gonna be rough. I think me and Colin are gonna be fighting it out for being relegated. But
you just gotta win one game. You'll be good.
It's fun. I know, that's what I thought I could mortal wound off some pigs. Dave P is I hadn't anticipated that 4x6 pigs is a lot of wounds, like, which is pretty obvious. But
yeah,
when you ping like 2 wounds here and there, like you're like, cool, I killed a pig. There's still a lot of pigs there.
Yeah.
So it's fun though. Oh, Colin's out. I thought he said he's gonna drop pod. I don't know if he's out. Is he out? Colin,
you didn't tell me shit.
Come from the grave and tell us you're still in. I want to fight for that spot.
If he drops mid league, I'm gonna beat the shit out of him. No,
I think he was just goofing, as Dave said. I think he said like I'm gonna drop, as in like I'm going to pod D.
He wants to be the mayor of F pod so hard.
Cool. So we got through that. That's the pod league. If you have any questions, don't hesitate. If you're from outside of our club, reach out and we can like give you a little field guide to how to do it, which we totally have written down somewhere.
WickedDicey.com. We do. We have it written.
Yeah. Hello at WickedDicey. That fucked pod. At WickedDicey.com.
We use
and then
the AI porn robot to document it.
Yeah. Hello at Wicked Dicey. Subject line: AI porn robot. Okay.
We're gonna get a bunch of weird emails today.
Yeah. God. So we're 28 minutes in. So I did want to glance over a couple of things on the horizon. And so if you're not busy this Saturday, hop on up to Midgard. I don't think I'm gonna make it. I've been delinquent at home, and so need to make some amends there. And and also check out. So sorry, let me pause there.
We lost Korey.
I'm back.
He's gone forever. So Midgard is this weekend. It's on Longshanks. All the best are going to be there. Sam, Zach, Ben. I think Oscar's going to be there. Shout out to Oscar,
Derek.
who I think I realized now for the first time who you are because you introduced yourself. And then who else? There's a lot of other people there. It's going to be great. Go support it. I really wish I was going out there, but I just don't think I'm going to make it. And that's in New Hampshire.
Mm-hmm.
And then the week following, Ryan M. Thank you, Ryan, for hosting a little battle tournament at an RTT at Alpha Omega. My favorite shop. Midgard's also my favorite shop. I've got 2 favorite shops. See what I did there? But yeah, so Alpha Omega is happening. Sign up for that. I will definitely be at that one, and you can hear my voice, which you pine for. I don't know. Just kind of going off of this, guys. Going off the rocker. But
I was never on it, so you're good.
Would love to see everyone. I think we're up to like 9 or so. So like quit what you're doing or whatever the hell it is you think is more important and come join us at Alpha Omega. I want that to be like 16, 17 people because I just volume and be great to see everybody in person as always. Ben, I'm shouting out to you because you need to sign up for that. I know you have like life and living, but you should need to be there. And then what do you call it? Lemoyne is in September. I feel like we skipped a month. No, that was August. There's probably something else in August.
Yeah, there's another Pittsburgh GT, but I don't know if any of us are going.
Yeah,
I'm in Mexico, I think, that week, so I'll be joining you live from Mexico.
Send me the details on that, Korey. I need to remember. I don't think I'm going to be able to make it to that. And I feel like we do need like some kind of like representation there. But
in Mexico.
In Mexico, in theory, I should be in Hawaii tomorrow, but I am not going to Hawaii. Anyway, last little concept that I just thought of off the top of my head is the I was talking with the guys at Slaughter, and I thought it was really interesting to maybe do like a concept of like an independent tournament circuit, like not like an ITC, not like a circuit, but like flagging the events that have the heart and soul in them that I think like biased, but Everwinter, Slaughter, Du Bois, like be really cool to do something like that where it's just like you get the belt from this set of soulful of soul. I say that very liberally right now, but like you get the idea. So anyway, something we're working on. Oh, yep. Paint and pint doubles. And I skipped another one. Sorry, John. There's, if you're not doing Midgard, like I think Ryan and John will be down at the Armory for doubles this weekend. I'm pretty sure it's this weekend. Cam, you're not doing that?
No.
You're too busy or something?
I wasn't going to the Armory.
Oh man, sadness. So Cam hates doubles. Okay, so but yeah, there's the Pint. It's up in Maine. It's just south of Portland, I think. So try to jump on that bandwagon, and then a tournament.
Pint Pond's pretty sweet.
Sweet. So yeah, everyone's gonna go. Let's just all go to that. So anyway, that's all we got for the show this morning. We're gonna let Korey back off to work, and Cam and I are gonna go back to sleep. So everybody have a delightful Friday. Everybody have a delightful Saturday. Everybody have a delightful. I'm gonna stop. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got, and happy